Hi, everybody. It's Boot Shambi. Welcome to the show.
It's a simple question, do you got it or not? I've been talking to God about the garage, just for the crib that I still haven't bought. Both rocking my thoughts, going too fast and irrational. I need the 42 on the I'm the ambassador, meaning I gas of the land I came from. Make it rain and the money looking like ransoms. And my brain know what state I'm in, the answers. I've been feeling like I fight it with my thoughts. In the bench and the lot, punch in the bag while he listening to the box.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the San Francisco Giants. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set. Now up for Tampa Bay, Wander Franco.
Leading off tonight for Tampa Bay, the shortstop, Wander.
And a pitch.
Franco.
Swing and a miss. And we're underway.
7 o'clock.
And the 0-1. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Oh, and 2 now. And that's downstairs and outside. Here's a 1-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
In the air, out towards left center. Peterson makes the grab. And there's one away. Lau at the plate.
The second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Puts a bunt down. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. On defense, you're basically giving that up when you choose to use the shift. We still don't see it all that often, but when someone really needs a hit, it's sitting right there on a platter for them.
At the belt and fires. And that one hammered way back into the bleachers and gone.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here is Austin Meadows. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is fouled back. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's a 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering misses, and that's ball 3. And that's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
The catcher.
Here's Mike Zunino. Swings through that one. 0-1. Kicks and fires. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Nice job behind the plate there. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Meadows over at first with 1 away. That one ripped. That's back. Hauls it in on the warning track. Here's Kevin Kiermaier.
Batting 6, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner stays where he is.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his...
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. The Rays with a 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball. We go to the bottom of the first, and digging in for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski.
Leading up for the Giants, the right fielder, Mike.
And the first offering is not close.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
2 balls, no strikes.
The wind of the pitch. That one lifted to left. A little bloop single. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The pitch. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Here's Brandon Crawford.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
The next offering misses. 2-1. Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Comes a 2-2. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Franco for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. We head to the second. Second inning set to go. Now it's the right fielder, Manuel Margot. The pitch. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches. Well, the hitter's got his timing down for the breaking ball. If you're a pitcher, if you can get that fastball in on the hands, it's going to be very difficult for that hitter to get the barrel to it.
And the pitch. Now a check swing, but he held up.
The count is 3-1.
The 3-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod. So Margot is aboard.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next pitch is inside. Ball 2. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Margot on at first, nobody out. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. And now the lefty, and he walked him.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Yandy Diaz now. And it's fouled away. First and second here, no outs. And now it's even up. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. And a pitch. That one missed. On the ground to third, might be 2. Flores tossed to second on a belt. That's 2. Here's Wander Franco, a switch hitter batting right.
Wander Franco.
Bounce to third. Flores collects. Uh-oh, throw goes to second. No play, that's an infield single. Not in time to first, and a run comes across. And a run comes in to score.
The batter number
So 2 down, and now it's Brandon Lau.
Brandon Lau.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And forget it.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
The left fielder.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. This one in the air, right field. Yastrzemski makes the catch, and that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the second. Up to the plate is Brandon Belt.
Leading up for the Giants,
The pitch.
the first baseman, Brandon Belt.
Ball one there. McClanahan. He isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Ground ball to the right side. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Peterson.
Jock Peterson swings through one there.
Well, it looks like he just got out of himself a little bit right there. He's looking for a ball in, and to attack that pitch looked like a half-hearted swing.
Next offering is down low.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2. And now the DH, Darren Ruff.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time, and guy.
And down on strikes he goes, and that is.
Leading off for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter.
New arm out of the bullpen, Alex Wood. He comes in with his team trailing by a bunch, so he'll try to keep it where it is.
Now pitching for the Giants, number 57, Alex Wood.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back. And it's off the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch.
Well, he went after him right there with one of his best pitches. I'm really surprised that one got away from him.
The other way, and foul ball. Meadows on second. Zunino on at first with nobody out. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing, and all the bat went flying there. The pitch stays alive. And the pitch. That's hard hit on the line. Base hit. The throw in. They won't test it here. Bases loaded. No outs.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Manuel Margot. Next pitch is popped up. And now the hitter, Ji-Man Choi.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first baseman.
First pitch just misses. Swings and chases a low one there.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Fly ball down the line. Base hit. One run is in. Play at third, in there. And it's second and third, one away. And at second, no play. As 2 runs score in the play. 2 on with 1 out. And now, Yandy Diaz. And that one gets past the catcher. Here comes the pitch. Good eye right there. Second and third here, 1 away. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
You know, Boog, you always say how important it is to have a good feel for the game. I say after the game, you step into the box, I'll throw some fastballs at you.
No, actually, I think we're good, Chris. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Line drive. He hauls it in. 2 away. Brandon Lau digs in now. This guy has turned into a beast. And a foul ball. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. Little slider action.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Left-hand batter waits. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. As we go to last of the third. And digging in for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores. That's in there. That's strike one.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to it.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Austin Slater stands in. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Man at second. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Next one misses, and that's ball one. Stays alive. 1-2 here. In the air to left center. Kiermaier on the move to the right. Grabs it on the run. And there's one down. This is Joey Bart.
The catcher, Joey.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Squeezes it. Runner tagging for third. Lau with a relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And here it comes. And there's a foul ball. And a pitch. Look out. Almost got him upstairs. At the belt and fires. A little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Well struck right field. Hits the top of the wall. Runner from third comes across. It's 7-1. Tommy LaStella to the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. First offering way inside, almost got him.
LaStella.
And that's in for a strike. Kicks and fires. Out towards right center field. Kiermaier going back some more. And it gets by him. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Next to hit, Brandon Crawford. Out towards right center. That's well struck.
I think he's having some mixed emotions down.
Bangs off the wall. Runner comes in from second to score, and it cut the lead. It's 7-3.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Good job at Welcome back as we go to the top of the fourth. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
The left fielder, Randy.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Slater drifts towards it. Makes the catch for the out. Austin Meadows now.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Austin Meadows.
To the right side. Bell takes it to the bag. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. Stepping in the long ball threat, Mike Zunino. First offering misses the mark.
Counts 1-0.
The wind and the pitch. And another ball. Hard hit left side. And a base hit right there. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Zunino off of first with 2 away. On the ground, right side. On to Crawford. And that is that. On that. Back here in San Francisco, here's the left fielder, Jock Peterson.
Leading up for the Giants,
McClanahan back to work.
Jock Peterson.
There's a strike.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And he deals. Right side, hard hit, and that's just foul.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Next offering misses, and it's 1-2. The wind to kick the pitch. Popped up left side. Diaz racing over to make the catch. And up next for the Giants.
The designated hitter,
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound.
now pitching for the Rays, number 30. JT Fire.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Looks like he went up there guessing on the first pitch and was going to sell out to it. Didn't make any contact, though.
The next offering misses. Now 1-2. Good eye right there. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Lau picks it up on the run, throw to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. 2 outs, base is empty. Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 1. And the righty deals. So 2 balls and no strikes. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Softly hit to third. Throws to first. Inning over. Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Righty to the plate. And a foul ball. This one popped up. Bell on the move. Has some trouble with it. And he'll pull into second safely.
When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often, but right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base.
Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him.
I think he's getting hit whether he tries to get out of the way or not. That just seemed to be tracking him out of the pitcher's hand.
Laced into left. That's a base hit. Now a long throw home. The tag out. Both runners able to move up. Aggressive play. And it's second and third now. 1 away. Now batting Wander Franco. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Bart puts it away, and there's 2 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Lau, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Second and third, 2 down. And a base hit into right. 1 run is in. In there safely.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Swing and a ball popped up. Crawford makes the catch, and that'll do it. And welcome back. And now the center fielder, Austin Slater.
Leading up for the Giants.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And the right-hander deals. In the air on the infield. Knocks it down. No throw. He's safe at first.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Bart now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. The pitch. That one misses, and that is ball 1. Slater gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a ball popped up. Franco has this one sized up. Puts it away for the out. So the batting order turns.
The right fielder, number 5. Mike.
Now on the mound for the Rays, Jeffrey Springs. And a healthy sized lead for him to go to work with. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Jeffrey Springs.
That to right. Margot under it. And there's 2 down. Tag out at second. It's a double play. And like that.
Feet to the pavement, I'm on my second shift and paving in my sweat. It's Friday and I'm patiently waiting for my payment. Working deposit all straight to savings. Milking the clock, I've a rise in a dream we were chasing. Didn't involve call centers, I kept on telling I would be the best I was slept on. I put my 2 weeks in, I'm throwing the jets on to the leather on my tail falls all Teflon. Was picking on me, but I was like 6 then. 6 years later, I was bumping the then. Lord willing that I make it leak how my wrist been. Back when all the homies fully loading the then. Every ball's easy money like I was 6'10". Words prolific, they swear I'm writing with Nip's pen. Whipping the black hoopty, a fit that the is out.
brothers lost in the world, still trying to figure it out. But
I'd be rolling around with some real. You see that window, come out the window. We playing like Nintendo. We some real. Keep playing no games, keep playing no games with none of this. I can't play no games, still can't complain too much about. We some real. Keep playing no games, keep playing no games with none of this. Still can't complain too much.
yeah, still in the field with it, it's getting much harder to live. The only thing that I've been dodging is God in the big. Collect calls to my mama, my father, his kids. Cause that kind of time to do is much harder to give. Seen a fatherless kid, his eyes wider than mine. By the look of his Jordans, he was barely getting by. I asked, where you wanna be when you turn 25? He turned around, looked up at me and told me alive. Resonated at the time, it had me in doubt. A mustard seed was all I had when taking this route. Stressing daily like how long will it take till it sprout? Reality, most of us wasn't making it out. Only took a phone call to summons the apes. Fellowshipping on the block,